Good day everyone. Today we are going to solve some problems from the university question paper. So here we have from July 2019 question paper. We have a question from third module. A second order system is given by CFS by RFS equals to 25 by S square plus 6S plus 25. Find the rise time, peak overshoot and settling time for 2% tolerancy. We are going to solve this problem. So for this I am adding one more point. Also calculate the expression for its output response. Okay, so here in the question they gave us a closed loop transfer function C of S by R of S is equals to 25 by S square plus 6S plus 25. So I'm comparing with standard form that is omega n square by S square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square, standard form of second order system. We'll get omega n as n square as 25. From this omega n equals to 5 and 2 zeta omega n will be equal to 6. From this zeta value is equals to 6 by 2 into omega n, where 6 by 2 into omega n value we got 5, so this is 0.6. So we got omega n and zeta value by comparing with the standard form. Now we have to find out time domain specifications which they asked in the question: rise time, peak overshoot and settling time for 2% tolerancy. So I'll find out first rise time. Rise time TR. Rise time TR is given by pi minus theta by omega d. So what is theta? You know the theta from right angle triangle, what we got, that is tan inverse under root 1 minus zeta square divided by zeta square. We know zeta is 0.6. By substituting this, tan inverse under root 1 minus 0.6 whole square by 0.6 whole square will get this value as 0.9272 radians. Keep the calculator in radians and calculate. So you know the pi value. Next, what is omega d? Omega d is damping frequency of oscillations, which is given by omega n under root 1 minus zeta square. So omega n is 5 under root 1 minus zeta square is 0.6 whole square. So this value, omega d value, you will get as 4 radians per seconds. So these two values substituting in this, so pi is 3.14 minus theta is 0.99272 radians divided by omega d is 4. So this value I'll get it as 0.55535 seconds rise time. Next, peak time. Peak time TP is given by pi by omega d, so that is 3.14 divided by omega d is 4, you will get 0.785 seconds. Next, peak overshoot. Peak overshoot is given by percentage peak overshoot is given by e power minus pi zeta by under root 1 minus zeta square into 100. So this is e power minus pi is 3.14, zeta is 0.6 divided by under root 1 minus 0.6 whole square whole multiplied by 100. This value you will get 9.48%. Next, settling time. for 2% tolerancy, is given by Ts is equals to 4 by zeta into omega n, which is 4 by zeta value is 0.6 and omega n is 5, and you get the final value as 1.33 seconds. Next, final expression we have to find out. So the final expression is given by C of t is equals to 1 minus e power 1 minus e power minus minus zeta omega n t divided by under root 1 minus zeta square sine omega d t plus theta. So substituting in this, we'll get C of t. We'll get C of t as C of t is equals to 1 minus e power minus 3t under root 1 minus 0.6 whole square, and sine omega d is 4t plus theta is 0.9272 will get. So the final expression C of t will be 1 minus 1.5625 e power minus 3t sine 4t plus 0.9272. This is C of t. Next problem we'll do next problem, that is asked in December 2018, that is third module problem, which is given as fifth A problem. For a control system have shown in figure, find the value of K1 and K2 so that peak overshoot is 25% and rise time peak time TP is 4 seconds. They gave us a block diagram and they asked us to find out the values of K1 and K2. So they gave you peak overshoot 25% and peak time as 4 seconds. So from this we'll find out the K1 and K2 values. As we know, from the block diagram, the open loop transfer function G of S is given by G of S is equals to, this is K1, these two are blocks in series, so K1 into 1 by S square, so K1 by S square will get, and this is feedback, and the feedback element H of S is given by 1 plus K2 into S. So closed loop transfer function C of S by R of S is given by G of S plus 1 plus G of S H of S. So substituting G of S and H of S in this, we'll get K1 by S square plus 1 plus K1 by S square into 1 plus K2 S. So simplifying this, we'll get K1 by S square divided by S square plus K1 K2 S plus K1 whole divided by S square. This is it cancels and we get K1 by S square plus K1 K2 S plus K plus K1. So comparing this with standard form, we'll get omega n standard form of second order system will get omega n square as K1. So omega n is root K1. Next, comparing with this term with standard form, 2 zeta omega n is equals to K1 K2. So from this zeta equals to K1 K2 by 2 into omega n is root K1. So simplifying this, I'll get 1 by 2 root k1 and k2. So this I'll get. So after this, what I'll do means, after this, as they gave us in the question, they gave us the peak overshoot MP value. So peak overshoot, percentage peak overshoot value is 25%. So the peak overshoot is given by e power minus pi zeta under root 1 minus zeta square into 100 is 25%. Right? So this is 100, I will remove, I'll get 0.25 is equals to e power minus pi zeta under root 1 minus zeta square. So applying natural logarithms, ln is equal to 0.25 is equals to minus pi zeta divided by under root 1 minus zeta square. By applying natural logarithms, this e power e is removed. So next we'll go for simplifying, further simplification. So for further simplification, as I'll take applying natural logarithm ln, I'll get ln of 0.25, I'll get minus 3 minus 1.3 minus 1.3862 is equals to pi value is minus 3.14 zeta by under root 1 minus zeta square. So you further simplifying this value, I'll get simplifying this value, I'll get zeta value as zeta value as 0.4037. Right? Next they gave us TP. Peak time is 4. So TP is given by pi by omega n under root 1 minus zeta square. So from this, you know the TP is 4 seconds. So I have to find out omega n. So omega n is given by pi by 4 into under root 1 minus zeta square. So pi divided by 4 into under root 1 minus zeta square is 0.4037 whole square. So simplifying this, I'll get omega n as 0.8580. So from the further simplification, we got omega n as root k1. So k1 is omega n square. So let us find out k1. So k1 is omega n whole square. So omega n value we got 0.85, and this k1 value will get 0.7362. Next, k2 value. So from this expression, the k2 will be k2 will be 2 zeta divided by root k1. So substituting in this, we'll get 0.944. Thank you. So k1 and k2 values we got.